All right. Yesterday, Novak Djokovic became the player with the most Grand Slams, the male player with the most Grand Slams, 23 Grand Slams, more than Rafael Nadal with 22, more than, of course, Roger Federer with 20. But I want to talk about lessons we can learn. You see, Novak Djokovic is not the most gifted player. He's not the most gifted player. That's number one. But you can easily say he's one of the most hardworking players, and I'll give my reasons why. So number one, it's good to be gifted, but it's better to be skilled. It's good to be gifted, but it's better to be skilled. So skill means that you deliberately and intentionally practice. Gift is a function of your nature. Skill is a function of your nurture. Gift is a function of your nature. Skill is a function of your nurture. So he's not the most gifted player, but he's one of the most skillful players, tennis players, that is. Now that's number one. Number two, mental toughness. Mental toughness. This is a player that says that even when the crowd is chanting the name of my opponent, Roger, 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 I've trained myself to hear Novak, 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 Novak. So in life, winning is more of mental toughness, mental toughness. So you have to train yourself through visualization. Remember, he said as a child, I would create trophies of Wimbledon with paper and imagine myself winning it. So you need to do that. Visualize. You need to train your mind. You train your mind by repetition. I've told you repetition gets your attention, grows your attention. You train your mind by singularity. You train your mind by discipline, by cutting out things that don't add up to your life, by saying no to things that don't add up to your life, by delayed gratification and so on and so forth. So, well, that's it. Then, the other thing that we can learn is that this was a man that grew up in a country that loved to eat bread, Serbia. But the moment he found out that this bread is slowing me on cut, he tilted from bread and wheat-based diet to a plant-based diet, and he started eating less of pasta, less of bread, and started more of fruits and veggies. So this is a player that decided that in his 30s, he's still beating younger players, Alcaraz, Rude, beating them. Look at that kind of body, but he had trained himself, and that's one thing about life. You want to achieve certain things, ask yourself, what is the price I have to pay? And then focus on the price. So do this, and he paid the price. Not just him, Lewis Hamilton. These people, they decided that, man, we're going to go on a plant-based diet. Not just Lewis Hamilton. You can talk about other people like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So if you want a great body, you need to pay the price for it. If you want a great body, you need to work at it. So that's one of the lessons that we can learn. I don't think he's not the most interesting player, far from it. He's not the most gifted player. I think it's not, in fact, in my opinion, I won't call him the greatest player. To me, Roger Federer is the greatest player. No player was more exciting to watch than him, especially with his countenance. So humble, so lovable. He had an arch rival. He never got. Imagine having an arch rival like Nadal and having your arch rival as your best friend. They were so close. There was no tension. There was no toxicity between them. There were no insults. You can't compare it to the rivalry between Pete Sampras and Patrick Rafter, or Jim Connors and John McEnroe, or Jim Connors and John McEnroe and Bjorn Borg. No, this was a more healthy and very, very healthy and happy rivalry. So, my opinion, Roger Federer is the greatest player, but there are lessons we can learn from Novak, and those are those few lessons that I thought I should put forward. I hope this works well for you. Kemi sends her love. Do have an amazing day. Bye for now.